Hello, my name is Tomasz Krasinski, and I welcome you to another episode of the special series from the uni-max workshop, aptly named Blackout. Once again, we will be focusing on tools that don't require electricity, this time on planes. Uni-max offers a handy set of 3 basic hand planes. If in America they call our wooden ones European, then we in Europe can confidently refer to these planes as American. They are all metal, with the body made of cast iron and the cutting tools made of characteristic of metal planes is the screw mechanism for adjusting the blade, which greatly simplifies the setting of the chip removal. You might occasionally see it in wooden planes as well, however, they typically use a wooden wedge for fastening. There is beauty in simplicity, but this system will reliably deter beginners. According to our rules, we would classify the first plane as a shoulder plane, because there is another blade on the iron called a shoulder that helps with better chip breaking, thus creating a smoother surface. The shoulder should be 1 to 1.5 millimeters from the edge of the iron. For the sake of clarity, I should add that not every plane with a shoulder is a shoulder plane. The width of the blade is 50 millimeters, and thanks to the adjustment mechanism, setting the desired position of the blade, or iron, is easy even for a layperson. One screw adjusts the extension of the blade, and the other tilts it sideways, or aligns the edge to be parallel with the sole, so that the shavings are of equal thickness at both ends. For handling, I like the wooden handles, which don't feel cold in the palm, and precisely machined blocks allow for metal planing. The next plane is a small one-handed smoothing plane with a blade width of 40 millimeters. It is ideal for small finishing tasks, such as beveling edges, especially on hardwood. The blade has a very low angle. Additionally, it features a smooth adjustment limiter that allows for adaptation to different chip thicknesses. The wide slot is designed for quick material processing where precision isn't as critical, while the narrow slot is for finishing. The set is complemented by a block plane, also known as a swallow, with a blade width of 55 millimeters, which somewhat resembles a potato peeler. And essentially, it has a similar task, to shave off an even layer from rounded surfaces. While most other planes are designed to maintain a flat surface, the swallow is a specialist for inner curves. It depends on the shaping of the curve. I would like to show you some additional rebate planes that were not included in the set but are part of a carpenter's basic toolkit, specifically the so-called rebate planes. Their advantage is that they have a blade that spans the entire width of the curve. They are therefore ideal for making grooves or half grooves. Again, these are cast iron planes of modern design, and the blades are even made of tool steel, so while they may be harder to sharpen, they will hold their edge longer. There are basically 2 types of rebate planes with the blade located roughly in the middle of the length of the curve. And then there are those with the blade in the so-called nose. These are designed for planing non-through grooves and half grooves. This type represents a really small plane with a cutting width of 25 millimeters and a short nose that can still be adjusted within a small range. The second plane is universal. It can serve as both a classic rebate plane and a so-called bull nose. A long attachment will provide better guidance, just like a regular rebate plane. However, you can only mount a short nose, which is harder to set into the cut, but you can use it to plane non-through grooves and half grooves. And for the third option, you can use the plane completely without a nose, similar to a chisel for cleaning up corners. The cutting width is 28 millimeters. Working with a hand plane is a whole different ballgame. First of all, you really work up a sweat. Secondly, the surface of the plane workpiece is something else compared to an electric planer. And thirdly, the byproduct of proper planing is beautiful shavings, which have plenty of practical and aesthetic uses. So how do you actually set the right blade depth? Leaving aside the curved blade plane, which is designed to remove large shavings for quick but rough surface processing, the shaving should, according to experts, be as thin as paper. However, few mention that it should be as thin as cigarette paper. It should be transparent. Then, of course, I couldn't resist and wanted to try the planes right after unpacking, and they really work nicely. Along with them, I also ordered a sharpening tool for chisels and blades for the planes, and I have to say, it was really great. Only after sharpening we'll demonstrate how to use this tool in another video. And if you were intrigued by the additional woodworking vise, which is invaluable not just for planing, check out the first video in the Blackout series. where I demonstrated its installation to the workbench and the installation of wooden pads. You can see for yourself that hand tools sometimes provide even better results than modern machines, and working with them brings greater satisfaction. It's also a bit safer than high-speed machines, plus each workpiece is a one-of-a-kind. However, those who love particle board will be disappointed, as most traditional hand tools and instruments are designed for solid wood. You can find links to all the mentioned products in the description below the video. Please subscribe and click the bell icon to set up notifications for new videos from the uni-max workshop. A like or constructive comment would also be appreciated. Take care and see you soon in the uni-max workshop.